Good morning. Yes, we are live. I am David from PhotoPixel. I am tired and have a sore eye again, but I'm here. I wasn't here for the last couple of streams. I was away, and I was sick. Both at the same time. Unrelated. Well, slightly related. So, what is going on? That's the first question. Well, I was working on the stats system last time. While I was away, I didn't have access to my system, but I did have access to this piece of technology, a paper, and a pen. And so I thought about some stuff and wrote it down. And basically just thought of a few stats that would be good to track and how I want to display the stats, because that's not happening yet. Let's see how much I remembered. So, yeah. Yes, there we go, display stats somewhere. And so maybe I'll do that now. And more stats to record. Don't know. Oh, notification. I think that's just Twitch saying, hey, you can do stuff. Thank you for constantly reminding me, Twitch. Alright, so basically, yeah, just to keep things fairly simple, I'm going to just make the stats showable from the main menu. So, excuse me. I'm going to mute for one moment. Just going to be a really quick stream this morning because it is busy times at the moment. But it should be back to normal schedule from next stream. So I've got the main menu here. Looking at the UI manager here, we've got main menu, and looking at the. Do I want to be looking at the Z position? There was something that I was setting to determine what goes on top of what. And I feel like it was sort order in the canvas renderer. So I got 0 for victory dialog, 10 for the debug canvas. We got 5 for settings. 3, okay. So settings, I've decided, should always be on top, because it can be opened from anywhere. And since it has the volume control audio on off, I do want that to be just always available. So I guess we're going to go for a sort order of HUD canvas is 3. That's 5, so I guess 4. Be a sensible sort order here. So let's just create an empty game object here and call this stats panel. Calling things canvas and dialog here. So let's call it dialog. There'll be a panel on that. Let's go for UI panel here. This eye thing is really annoying. I don't know if it's related this time. I was getting some stuff ready for travel and opened something up to wash it. And is that my actual... Oh, right. I was looking at something else. Yeah, good. My eye is still a human eye. And that's all we can ask for right now. Yeah, I was getting stuff ready for travel and got some dust in the face. I don't know how old the dust was, but I don't think it was very nice dust. Stats panel. Let's call this stats canvas. Part of me is not liking this mixed case of some things are like stats dialogue with a lowercase d on dialogue, and these canvas has like a canvas does with a capital and so on. The computer doesn't care. Makes no difference to what renders. The question is, do I care about it enough to go through and change everything? And I guess I shouldn't. Now then, render order here is what I was thinking for. That puts it on top of there, so that's good. This, I guess, doesn't really need to be the full size of the screen. If I change the size of that, we're scaling at the moment. That's fine, I guess. So it'd be really good if all of these. Oh, God. Here I am still in chatting mode. Let's get over here to development mode. And so I basically just created this empty game object, public canvas in there. And is that the canvas itself? It's the canvas. I'm just going to call that stats dialog. Canvas? Oh, jeez. Let's pop that there, get rid of this game object. It's adding nothing. Okay, so I've got a panel here. Let's just get rid of the transparency on that. Yep. Don't know. I don't have any consistent color theme going on with these menus at the moment. Maybe I did. Maybe it was blue. It doesn't really matter. So by making this only openable from the main menu, I'm not going to update the game state at all. So just simplifies things a little bit because I don't need to add another state to switch to. I've got like a stats thing on the debug canvas there. I can leave that there and turn that on and off as needed. But I want to display the various stats here. So let's get something to display them with. Get text. And I guess the quickest to implement here is going to be just anchor this to the top center and just have one big block of text. I'll do a title as well. Let's just center align that so that it stays centered. make another one. Just duplicate that. Just call this thing title. I'll call it stats title. That's fine. And here, just make that a lot bigger. Something like this, maybe. It's not going to say that. And it will be left aligned. That's going to show the statistics on there. And just get it somewhat smaller. It's 22 small. Wasn't really looking at it when I was adjusting it then. I think that'll do for text size. Let's just grab this title and just make it bold and underlined. I'll actually anchor this one to everywhere, like stretch in all directions. That way, as we resize, we've still got something on the screen. And it'd be nice for it to sort of go, oh, we got here. No, I was about to overcomplicate it, but I think I'll just try not to. I sort of want it to have a maximum width so that they're not out too wide. But then if it goes really narrow, I don't want, like, that's probably better mobile size. And I don't want them just getting squished up too much. And actually, based on that, I'd probably make a smaller font size. That this is just going to be a big list of stats for the moment, unless I get a reason to do something different. So there, I'll do, and let's make a display for this. So yeah. I could use the stats manager script, but no, let's separate our display from our update. Yeah, stats panel there. It's not ready yet. Yep. Let me give it a moment to do something there. Meanwhile, I can get that text and make it a serialized field. Look at that, and that's going to be the stats text. And we'll update that at some point. Probably just on enable, really. because we'll have it on enable when the dialog opens, and you're not going to be able to do anything that changes the stats anyway. There we go. That woo is too enthusiastic. There we go. Unenthusiastic woo. We have displayed some text. Got post-it notes everywhere. And I haven't written all of them. Somebody's been sabotaging things. Okay, so that should be good. Let's make sure that's all saved. Let that do its thing. And now then, put the script on there. Give it, let's put it at the top there. And give it that stats text to update. And let's run it. First time today. I think that'll work straight away anyway. Yeah. So that's a start. Let's just let this show and hide. So we'll just add a button on here. And call that close stats button here. And we need to not have that interfere with settings. Yeah, I think we're okay. Yeah. But I think I can even grab that close button from here. Actually, just copy the whole thing and pop it on here. Okay, and I just want that action here to not be URI manager. Show settings dialog. Actually, I'll just update. Close this. Delete that one. So we've got that. I'll just pop it up here, right in that corner there. Doesn't have to line up with that. And just have that based on the top right instead. Okay, so do I have UI manager there? Script that over here. Yes, let's just make it all Unix line endings. Yeah. There we go. So now we need, what's it done? Not a recursive call to itself. We just want a little thing called stats dialog. And we'll go here. Don't know where I got that idea from. but let's call that stats dialog. And nothing complicated. I don't think we need to hide anything else. Good. So now that button here, when that has reloaded, okay, we got that button. UI Manager, yes, but we want UI Manager. Show stats dialog. For false. Good. And I want a button, probably somewhat like the settings button, really. That's on the HUD canvas. Just grab that settings button, copy that, and pop that on main menu. Just close that, grab main menu, and we've got the main panel and nested panel. So pop it on that nested panel. Paste that as a child here. And this won't be stats button. Move it. How did it get so small? Look where the text in that is so little. I'm probably just using the local text size here. This menu needs an overhaul already. So let's just undo moving that because I wanted to move the whole button. There. Okay. I'll pop that over here. I don't think that's a good spot, but I don't care because I need to redo this menu. And I'll think about it then. But let's just anchor this to the bottom left so that it doesn't overlap stuff. And what is going on with this? It's just totally overlapping that. Let me do that. Just to slightly reduce the ugliness. Okay, that button, stats button, UI Manager. Let's do show settings dialog. Let's do show stats dialog, true. And that should be everything to show and hide it. So just double check that, and then I'll just make the text render on there. And then I'll hopefully wrap up the stream soon enough to go do something else I need to do. So, let's see, can we open stats? Looks like no. Why? Because this UI Manager doesn't have its reference to stats dialog. So this stats dialog, I haven't written any code, so you shouldn't need to recompile anything. Anyway, there we go, let's give it a try. Okay, that worked, and the text is updated as before, and let's just make sure settings, so settings, we can't see that settings button, so that's a problem, and that is our HUD canvas. Here is sort order 3. We want that to show above, so we've got sort order 1, 0, 10 for our debug canvas, 5 for the settings dialog. So 3, so stats dialog can be 2. I'll have to update that again. Oops. Stats. That doesn't stop us from seeing settings, but that button is in the way. So we'll move that down a little bit as well. And yeah, I'll just move it down for now. Fix that up later. Okay, so I just stop that. Make sure my sort order is still set to 2. And just grab my show this. Move its close button down a little to there. Maybe I'll just put it there lined up with where it says statistics. But it will be anchored top right. So yeah, that should be fine. Shouldn't be a problem there. I might just move everything here up a little bit though. The title and the text and the close button can all just move up. Don't know if that's still centered at all, but I can very quickly do that. Center it, expand it. About there. Okay, that's all I'm going to do with that. Other than disabling it. Okay, so now I just want my stats display to display my stats. And so my stats manager has various stats somewhere. So we've got count stats that we can increment. And at the moment we only have count stats. So we want these count stats. So I'll just steal that whole bit of code there, and we'll do something different with it. Don't want that. There, to use that cast, we're going to need something, which is need link for that. So now this will work. And I probably deleted that a little too soon. No, I didn't. So that's just a key in that. So Stats Manager, what have you got for me to read each of these? We've got this dictionary called count stats, and we're doing stuff to it. And yeah, it's get count on Stats Manager. Now we want the count stat key. So that is our count value for something, and we just want to display that in a string. Well, first of all, I can just really simplistically do that. So I'm going to call this output. So just call it text for now. New string builder. Let's just append a line onto that, which will just be, just do a little template string here. I know we want count value. And we could just do this, which might give us, we probably already have this same thing in debug canvas, right? Debug overlay here. Build stats debug text. We make a string builder. We get our keys. We append a line that has the key. And yeah, literally already have that exact text in there. Oh well, that's interesting. Didn't really need to spend any time actually writing that. Main difference is this is inlined. That's not going to be the nicest display thingy. That's all right. Let's just confirm that's working. And then I might need to just have a mapping from those count stat keys to a title. Okay, stats. Yeah, I didn't actually use that. And text dot string. There we go. So I need to let that rebuild. Meanwhile, let me get started on some titles here. Okay, good. We've got that. Yeah, so that's fine. I was just thinking I could write some code that will split it into words based on where there are capital letters, and then adjust the capitalization. But I think I'll just not do that for the moment. I think I'll instead just grab this. I just want to can I initialize a dictionary with a collection initializer? Let's add method text parameters. So here's the example. New one of those. And that. Okay. So we should just be able to go with something like a dictionary from CountStat. Counts to string. And this is count labels. New one of those with a initializer like this, and each pair should be able to be in here. So counts just moved. And just swapped. And now instead of that, you can just do a lookup of this there, and then we got something a bit prettier. We just need to update this thing every time we have another stat to display. I could make an elegant fallback, but what I really want is just for myself to update that every time. Which means maybe these labels would be good to live with the enum. Okay, there we go. That looks nice. We close it. By nice, I mean those words, not the whole thing. The UI so far is a bit terrible, but I'm not worrying too much about it. That will be part of the polish later. At this point, I'm just getting systems working, and I now have a working display for my stats system. So I'm going to call that done, and I'm going to grab my version control, check everything in. So let's make sure everything's all saved, and save my scene, save the project. And let's get all that checked in. That all looks fine. And fine, and fine. Wonderful. And let's display the backlog. Cool. That's all I need. Well, thank you so much for watching this ultra fast, well, not fast, very short stream in which I got one thing done, at least. Next time I will probably get all of those other things done, and then get on with the tutorial system. That is going to be quite interesting, and yeah, that'll round out the game somewhat, and then I'll be on to I think, yeah, just after a bit of a code cleanup, I'll be on to filling out the content, which is something I've been looking forward to. It'll get the gameplay a bit richer, I think. Wonderful. Thank you so much for watching, and I will be off. Bye-bye for now.